Hi everyone. First, let us know my personal SWOT. California, Philippines, Finland. SWOT analysis of early childhood in California.
Elementary School, which is located in San Dimas, and it is part of the Bonita Unified School District. This is the school where I was assigned at the beginning of this credential and master's program, and I've been able to volunteer in kindergarten and 5th grade, as well as interview a variety of staff members. The principal of the school is Principal G. Wang, and the school serves students in TK through grade 5, and there are a total of 453 students. And as you can see, based on the chart, the school is very diverse in regards to student demographics, socioeconomically disadvantaged students, ELLs, foster youth, and those who are homeless. So let's get into the SWOT analysis. First, in regards to strengths, SCRAN students in grades 3 through 5 have increased their Smarter Balanced summative assessment scores from the 2017-2018 school year to the 2018-2019 school year. As you can see in the pie chart, the percentage of students meeting or exceeding standards in ELA has increased about 4%, and the percentage in math has increased about 11%, and that is very great. Other strengths of SCRAN Elementary is that in regards to awards and recognitions, it received the California Distinguished School Award in 2013. This school also prides itself for having modernized classrooms, which basically means that all the classrooms have smart boards, one-to-one iPads for students in grades kindergarten through 2, and one-to-one Chromebooks for grades 3 through 5. Another strengths are that classroom resources and materials such as textbooks are current and are available for each student. When I interviewed Mrs. Solis and Mrs. C, they also both explained that Principal Wang has been a strong leader who is very supportive and often asks staff members for feedback. The school also has a good facility rating, which means that the school building is safe and meets regulations. Mrs. Solis also explained that a strength of Escrand Elementary is the school's student council, which is made up of elected 4th and 5th graders who meet weekly to plan events and fundraising. Both Mrs. C and Mrs. Solis stated that their school's behavior management system, PRIDE, has been beneficial to support students by acknowledging their hard work, where students can also receive PRIDE notes and also earn prizes as well. The school has seen also a decrease in the suspension rate from 3.1% during the 2017-2018 school year to 1.8% in the 2018-2019 school year. Escrand has a specialized academic instruction educator who is Mrs. Bay, and when I interviewed her last semester, she explained that the school places an emphasis on using funds to support neurodiverse students by providing assistive technology like dyslexia font on school computers, as well as flexible seating options. Mrs. Solis and Mrs. C believe that the teachers were a strength at the school. Since this is a Title I school, both teachers say that the teachers and just staff members supported students emotionally and provided snacks for those who are hungry. This school is also very diverse, with students speaking about 14 different languages. Lastly, Mrs. Solis said that the PTA has been fantastic at providing fundraising ideas to support school projects and initiatives. Now let's talk about Escrand's weaknesses. First, the school has low academic performance compared to the district. As you can see from the chart, Escrand's percentages for meeting or exceeding standards in ELA and math were lower than the district. Also, when I interviewed Mrs. Solis, she explained that since Escrand is the lowest performing school in the district, the school has a negative reputation from parents and the community. The school also has poor attendance, and increases in absenteeism has continued to be a problem even during the 2018 and 2019 school year. Another weakness is the large class sizes for 4th and 5th grade. Mrs. Solis explained that she had 36 students for the 2018-2019 school year, which impacted her ability to meet the needs of all learners, including those with ADHD, dyslexia, and autism. It also had a large number of students in the 2019-2020 school year as well. The 4th and 5th grade classrooms are also weaknesses of the school because they are in small trailers with no windows, which could be a safety concern. The school's technology has also not been updated in a while because it is very difficult to keep up with the changing technology. And also the school counselor has not been able to come full-time, and this has affected students because not all of them have been able to meet with her on a regular basis. Now for opportunities. There are many different opportunities of the school. Students and staff can receive different types of counseling services from Tri-City and McKinley Mental Health Services. Escrand also has a mentoring program called Zoo Chai, in which representatives come to the school and offer sessions or classes weekly. And the school also has received mini grants of $400 from the Laverne and San Dimas Educational Foundation to classroom teachers who apply. The school also has a close connection with the San Dimas Police Department. In the upper grades, a deputy sheriff often visits classrooms to present lessons on self-esteem, bullying, substance use and abuse, and peer pressure. The Bonita Unified School District has also provided assistance to the school. In regards to COVID, the district has distributed over 60,000 meals to families beginning in late March, and also has distributed about 2,500 Chromebooks to families who do not have computers at home, and also offers counseling services. And then the district, during the school year, offers funding so that the school can have before and after school childcare, SAI instruction, and speech. So regarding threats, one of the biggest has been the COVID-19 pandemic. The coronavirus definitely has left parents, students, and staff members with health concerns, and in regards to thinking about the next school year, what steps will be taken to ensure the health and safety of everyone on campus, like students, families, and staff. And this has also led to distance learning, which can definitely be a challenge for veteran teachers who are not as tech savvy as younger teachers, and also can be an issue for families who don't have internet access or technology at home. Another threat is declining enrollment, which is caused by the negative reputation from the community, and which can also be caused by COVID-19 because some parents might choose to homeschool their children for the upcoming school year. Societal concerns is another threat because parents and guardians at the school may have been negatively impacted by COVID-19, which has led to poverty and or unemployment. Mrs. C stated that the rapid change in technology is another major threat. Lastly, future budget cuts can negatively impact the school due to declining enrollment. And less enrollment might mean less funding, which impacts school initiatives, projects, and just hurts the overall educational experience for students and staff. So now in regards to my recommendations, for each recommendation, I have two alternatives, either school site if we're returning back to school, or distance learning. So first, for helping the school improve its reputation, Escran Elementary should plan, with the help of their student council, to create 3 multiple-scale or small-scale events throughout the 2020-2021 school year using social distancing guidelines. And the event would be basically called What Escran is All About, where students in each grade would showcase work and speak about what they love most about the school. Parents and community members would be welcome. An alternative for distance learning would be that Escran Elementary should provide professional development training in using Web 2.0 technology like blogs, websites, YouTube channels, interactive newsletters to provide images, videos, and updates about classroom projects and lessons, as well as academic progress within the first 3 months of school. So hopefully by showing parents, community members, or any other guardians what the school's about and what they do in the classrooms, hopefully it will increase and allow the school to have a better reputation. For increasing academic performance, Escran Elementary should enforce teachers to attend 3 staff development days during multimodal instructional activities to assist students in the classroom during the 2020 and 21 school year. In addition, teachers should conduct progress monitoring assessments before the end of each semester and analyze the data with their grade level teams to develop plans to increase ELA and math achievement, which would then be submitted to the school principal. And this could also be used during distance learning through online assessments, Zoom or WebEx meetings, and communication through email using the same timeline. So for this recommendation, by using more multimodal instructional strategies, which research has shown increases academic achievement, and by being held accountable to use and analyze data, hopefully teachers can determine what they need to do to help increase the academic performance of their students. For updating technology, Escran Elementary should research new iPad apps to add to the school iPads or update Chromebook software within the first 2 months of the 2020-2021 school year. And for distance learning, during online instruction, teachers should introduce and use new technological apps for the same school year. So for this, hopefully the school is able to update their iPads and Chromebooks and have students use more updated apps and websites that really help them engage and develop their 21st century skills. For COVID-19, Escran Elementary and the Bonita Unified School District need to create guidelines for instruction for the next school year following CDC guidelines by August of 2020 before the upcoming school year. The district and website should include information regarding the type of instruction and social distancing guidelines to inform parents and guardians. So with this recommendation, by having succinct and clear guidelines on the school and district website, this will encourage parents to allow their children children back to school and also increase enrollment. And lastly, for reducing absenteeism, Escrin Elementary should create Saturday fun days where students who are absent have the opportunity to make up their absences by engaging in themed Saturday schools, which occur monthly during the 2020-2021 school year. And these classes would also follow social distancing guidelines. And for distance learning, you could also have a virtual Saturday fun day, which would also occur using the same timeline. For this strategy or recommendation, by creating really fun ideas, like maybe having a STEM themed Saturday school or a zoo themed Saturday school, hopefully this will increase students so that they're not missing school as much, increase academic achievement, and it might also increase funding if they're able to have more students not skip or miss school.
SWOT of the Finland Model of Education. SWOT is an abbreviation for strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. A SWOT analysis is an important tool for analyzing the overall position of work-based learning double and its environment. Finland truly believes less is more. Less formal schooling equals more options. Students in Finland start normal schooling at the age of 7. Yes, 7. Finlands allow their children to be children, to learn through playing and explore, rather than sitting still, locked up in a classroom. But don't they get behind? No, the kids start school when they are actually developmentally ready to learn and focus. The first year is followed by only 9 years of compulsory school. Everything after 9th grade is optional. Less time in school equals more rest. Students typically starts school between 9 o'clock and 9:45, and the school usually ends by 2 o'clock or 2:45. They typically have 3 to 4 75-minute classes a day with several breaks in between. This overall system allows both students and teachers to be well rested and ready to teach and learn. Fewer teachers equals more consistency and care. Elementary students of Finland often have the same teacher for up to 6 years of their education. That is right. The same teacher cares for, nurtures, and tends to the education. The same group of students for 6 years in a row. They know where the kids are and what they have learned and will plan according to the students' needs. I really believe this a huge part of Finland's success story, and it does not receive enough attention. Fewer instructions hours equals more planning time. Teachers have the shorter days as well. Teachers and students in Finland are not expected to be at school when they do not have a class. For example, if they don't have any afternoon classes on Thursday, they both teachers and students can simply leave. This system allows the Finnish teacher more time to plan and think about each lesson. That it allows them to create great thought-provoking lessons. Fewer accepted applicants equals more confidence in teachers. Children have the same teacher for 3 to 6 years. What if your kid gets a bad teacher? Finland works very hard to make sure there are no bad teachers. Primary education is the most competitive degree to get in Finland. The elementary education departments in Finland only accept 10% of all applicants and turns down thousands of students annually. A person not only has to be the best and the brightest to become a primary teacher. They also have to have passed a series of interviews and personally screenings to get in. Less testing equals more learning. Imagine all of the exciting things you could do with your students if there wasn't a giant state test looming over your head every year. Imagine the freedom you could have if your pay wasn't connected to your students' test scores. Imagine how much more fun and engaging your lessons would be. Although it still exists, there is overall less pressure on the teacher in Finland to get through the curriculum. The teacher is simply trusted to do a good job, and therefore they have more control over their classroom and its content. The teacher is able to take more risks and try new things and create exciting, engaging curriculum that allows students to become skilled individuals ready for the real world. They have time to reach skills that allows students to develop into individuals who know how to start a project and work. SWOT analysis in the Philippines.
Today, this is Reina Solbuchong, and I am going to discuss to you about SWOT analysis, one of the many tools of diagnostic tools in strategic planning. So my topic outline is about what is SWOT analysis and why do we need to use it, and when do we use SWOT, elements of the SWOT analysis, and steps for conducting school-wide SWOT analysis. So SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So this is basically a very important tool for administration, teachers, and staff involved to identify effective and less effective elements in the school. It is best conducted when you have identified goals and objectives, and it is used to plan strategies for achieving the institution's goals. So, what are strengths? Strengths are internal factors. The word there is internal factors that are likely to have a positive effect or an enabler in achieving school objectives. Characteristics of the school that give it an advantage over the others. We have plenty of examples like good reputation as an innovative organization, highly qualified and experienced staff or teachers, motivated students, and rich technology resources. When we go to weaknesses, these are also internal factors that are likely to have negative effect, or these are barriers in achieving school objectives. Characteristics that place the school at a disadvantage relative to others. Examples are poor communication, lack of qualified staff, weak administration, like not improvement oriented, and poor resources of all kinds. Opportunities, these are external factors that are likely to have positive effect on achieving or exceeding school objectives, elements that could be exploited to the school's advantage. So examples of this are availability of the new federal funding or governmental funding for technology resources, potential of parent involvement in promoting critical thinking, high-tech company is willing to sponsor a school coding program, or local business and community partnerships. So for example, when I was in DepEd, during the Brigada Escuela, there are sponsors, bank sponsors that would like to give or donate some cleaning stuff, alcohol, etc., to help the resources of the school in the success of the Brigada Escuela program. Threats. Well, threats, these are external factors and conditions that are likely to have a negative effect on achieving school objectives. Elements that could compromise the school success. Examples: changes in college entrance examinations, lack of national commitment to education, parent demands on students' time, and student poverty limits their resources. So, for example, when I was assigned in a far-flung area in Agusan del Sur, this poverty is one of the threats to achieving school objectives. So when can we use SWOT analysis? Well, a SWOT analysis can offer helpful perspectives at any stage of the school reform efforts, explore possibilities of new efforts or solution to problems, make decisions about the best path for school change, and identifying opportunities for success in the context of threats to success that can clarify directions and choices. So basically, it will sift out what are essentials and what aren't. It also can help to adjust and refine plans mid-course, and it is a new opportunity that might open wider avenues, while a new threat could close a path that once existed. So strengths and weaknesses, these two are internal factors. This includes your resources and experiences, and general areas to consider are human resource and physical resource. So for human resource, staff, volunteers, board members, target population. For physical, you have location, building, equipment, etc. For opportunities and threats, these are external factors. Examples are community, future trends, the economy, funding sources, demographics, and physical environment. So what are the steps for conducting school-wide SWOT analysis? First, identify the goals, outcomes, ESLRs for your school reform. What do you want to achieve? That's what the number one step is trying to say. Second is create a safe and open environment so administrators, teachers, and staff and students can respond candidly, because an open environment and a friendly environment where you can communicate what you really wanted to say is so essential in conducting SWOT analysis, like sharing your thoughts that you don't feel judged or you don't feel threatened in sharing even unfavorable comments and suggestions or ideas about the situation of the school. Okay, then is complete a collective SWOT analysis by involving all stakeholders. That's mean parents, teachers, administrators, and even other stakeholders that can help with the school reform. After collection of all responses, it's important that the strengths, opportunities, weaknesses, and threats are identified. Fifth is make time to reflect on results and plan for action. Why it needs reflection? Because data and information collected from the SWOT should be able to process efficiently so that after reflection, all will come together to plan for action that could help achieve success for the school's objectives and goals. Summary: SWOT analysis is one of the many tools that can be used in an organization's strategic planning, according to Father Murad et al. 2019. SWOT analysis prompts us to move in a balanced way throughout the program. It can be an excellent tool for designing a strategic planning for educational organizations. Yelkin et al. 2012 said that it ensures the institution's appropriate management based on realistic results. The SWOT analysis will be most helpful if it is used to support the vision and mission of the institution. It provides guidance. according to Hems and Nixon 2010. SWOT is a simple yet comprehensive way of assessing and positive and negative forces within and without your organization so you can be better prepared to act effectively. So SWOT is essentially a basic tool that could help the school achieve what it envisioned in the future, its mission. Therefore, though there is like a TOES, SWOT versus TOES, but I am only tasked to share about the SWOT, and I hope I was able to deliver what I need to. Thank you very much for listening.